Hi, I'm Ryan LaPlante.
And I'm Tyler Hewitt.
And we are the crazy people who created both Garbage Town the Movie Podcast and Dum Dums and Dragons. And we are super excited to announce that we're starting a podcast production company called Garbage Productions.
So if you head over to patreon.com/Garbage Productions, you can actually subscribe for as little as $1 and you can get some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, you can actually help support the show and help us get made. For $1 a month, you get advance notice on all the upcoming movies on Garbage Town so you can suffer through them yourself. You get advance notice on guests coming up on DD&D so you have an idea of where that's headed, and you have access to our community and comments. For additional money, you get even more input, even more say, and you're even more a part of the shows.
We definitely want to hear from you, so go over there, check it out, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Yeah, patreon.com/Garbage Productions. Become a garbage person with us. Welcome back to Dum Dums and Dragons, where improvisers who've never role-played before journey into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I am the Grand Wizard Bukkake, your host. Previously, our heroes joined the drunken Prince Mudbud to find the wizard Jarno. After venturing into a gang hideout and freeing some captives, they find themselves battling an evil wizard, a towering Nothic, and worst of all, a mind-controlled Goblin Jr. Can friendship survive? Can our heroes? Find out next on Dum Dums and Dragons. I sprint down this hallway after this goddamn wizard.
Roll me a dexterity save.
17.
All
total.
right, you managed to kind of do the same thing, kind of dance your way across.
And I yell, "Stop running! I need my dog back!"
He's my dog now.
Oh, you motherfucker.
All right, Alan, the horrible Nothic is clawing at your friend, who's also being attacked by Goblin Jr.
Right.
Christ.
And I'm pretty close to them now, right?
You're very close to them.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my poison spray on the Nothic. Not on Goblin Jr.
Yeah, well, no critical fails.
You create a puff of poisonous smoke in the creature's face, but you get the sense it just shakes it off. It manages to pull through, but it snarls and looks directly at you.
Okie dokie.
Even though she's invisible?
It's almost like a thing with an eye for a face has mysterious sight powers. Mudbud, you're up.
I don't know if you thought about this, Mudbud, but maybe you could get angry, you know? Just a thought.
And,
He's only got one left.
Yeah.
Oh, so save it for when we're dead.
Well, there could be a horde of people that come at us.
Yeah, we
and
got
they wanna,
bugbears
like-
to think about,
I
too.
just realized I think I still have like a javelin in my back.
You do.
So I'm gonna take it out
Yes, you
now.
can.
Thanks.
So I have time, and I take off my backpack, and I start shuffling through it. And,
time.
Yeah.
He said it, so he does.
and I have that crossbow that Butthole gave me, and I take aim, and I want it to go like through one ear and out the other.
So it's like putting the gun against the side of his head. Is
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
theory.
So like I just walk up to him, like I cannot miss. Like, I am right next to his head, and I've drawn back the arrow, and I just release right into his ear.
Okay. So the creature attempts to dodge. Feels the thing click against his head, like, but it rolls tremendously badly. I'm talking critically badly. So yeah, you just cold cock him with the crossbow.
So it leans into it and says, "Please."
So yeah, roll me 1d8.
3.
Yeah, you shoot him in the side of the head, and you look like, even though you didn't do a lot of damage, you feel like you may have, it's clearly kind of stunned and shocked that it's got a crossbow bolt in the side of its head now. You think that probably won't be able to use its rotting gaze again, which is, you don't know what that is, but...
Quinny appreciates it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
like,
say that.
remembering the damage it did to Quinny. Good work. That's some fucked up shit right there.
Good job for me.
Quinny, you're up.
I'm giving chase as well.
Yep. Roll me a dexterity check, please, for ball bearings. I'll give you
Okay.
advantage because you're...
I rolled a 17. Do I need
Right,
to
no, you're
do
fine.
anything else?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use cunning action to dash again.
Okay.
With my halfling nimbleness to move past my... Well, it's easy to move past my ally, but I also want to move past...
Arno, yeah, you can do that.
Can I get to the end of the hall?
Sure.
I close the entrance to the secret the hall.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Line of sight. Good call.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the Nothic, who, although it really wanted to go after the invisible thing, Captain Crossbow over here seemed a much more
Like right beside
attractive
him.
target. So it turns and it attempts to slash you up. and it hits you twice.
Whoa. Yeah, nice. And you're like, good success, too.
You're going to take 12 points of damage.
Oh, Christ.
Slashing damage as it just shreds deep into your flesh.
9.
So he has 9 health points left.
Oh, heal me again.
Goblin Jr. has now got the scent of something throwing acid. So it leaps. He has disadvantage in attacking you. So he fails to bite you, but you feel his teeth just pass close by your arm, and you remember what happened to Clark, and you're pretty happy.
And I just yell back to Alan, I'm like, you gotta knock him out, I'm fine with it.
But I'm hoping if you and I can take out this wizard, they get an ally on that
That's
end.
what I'm thinking, is they'll get help. That's why the only reason I'm still going here, we'd have to swing back, because that Nothic is a fucking pain in the ass.
Jarno's pissed off that you closed that door, and that really sucks for him. So he mutters something.
I was gonna say, is teleportation a cantrip? This motherfucker is just blasting all over the
burning
place.
spell slots
Oh,
to do it.
thank God. Good. Let's fuck him up.
He pulls up 3 fingers, and you see like a little burst of light above each one, and then he leashes them at you, and 3 magic missiles strike you.
This could be curtains for
9
Quinny.
points of damage.
9 points? Oh, I'm all right. 6 health.
He's pissed off. He's like, "You meddling creatures, let me go!" Bringing us to the top of the round with Butthole.
I'm taking a 2-handed swing at this dude.
'Kay.
And I'm putting some fucking stank on it. I'm fucking this guy. I have 1 point of stank from an early adventure.
That's right, your inspiration.
So I fucking fart, I burp, it's all coming out, and I'm like, you're gonna taste my insides.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna
Butthole's just gonna be like
and
a
I yell,
wisp of a
and
human
I'm
being
gonna
after that.
unleash yours.
I'm in here with you.
You're at the other end of the hall. You're fine. It's
All
just
right.
for him. It's
I don't
very
wanna smell
focused
any of
thing.
this.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
No, he's inhaling it. It's gonna be stuck in him, and then I'm gonna punch him until it comes out.
Ryan likes dogs, you guys.
19,
And then it's D10 plus your strength.
8 damage.
You hit him squarely, and you get the sense that, for all his bluster and stuff, he's been doing everything he can to not get hit, and it really hurts him. He's like, "Oh God, why? Oh, the smell! Oh,
You're just a bearded man in pajamas now.
why?"
And I yell over to Quinny, and I'm like, shoot this motherfucker in the back.
Alan, you're up.
I saw that the creature was taken aback by that other crossbow, so I then have my crossbow in my hand, and I'm also going to attack him and shoot him. 18.
That will definitely hit.
Excellent. And I rolled a 7.
The creature snarls as the bolt sticks out and cracks it off and like roars in fury. God. And in your head, you can hear, "Think of how much more I could tell you about your family." Goblin Jr. leaps at you, and seeing where the crossbow bolt came from, as a smart dog,
Trained him too well.
He figured it out. And unfortunately, he bit you extraordinarily hard. Critically hard, if you will.
Oh.
You're lucky, because I rolled badly, but 6 points of damage.
I've got 1 left.
Yeah.
I do have a healing potion.
So the wizard is choking on some stank.
Yeah.
Yeah, choking on some stank. It's a fucking warhammer.
That's pretty awful. So you're standing directly in front of him. He just reaches out, grabs your throat, and sends shocks of lightning through you. He'll hit you for 7 points of damage. Butthole.
Heal us.
The challenge is I have 1 healing spell slot left, and I have to touch you for cure wounds. Let's fucking finish this guy, because
gotta
we're just
wrap this up.
dicking around
Yeah.
here, so
Yeah.
this has to end. I'm gonna continue just wailing away with this fucking thing. 6, no way.
So you go to swing, but unfortunately you're still racked with electric energy, and it allows him to dodge your mighty blow. Alan, you're still invisible, which is good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I drink my potion of healing. 9.
That's some tasty potion.
Cool.
You're really
Back up to
rocking
10.
out on the potions today. Invisibility potions, healing potions.
Invisibility hasn't really helped me out that much, though, let's be honest.
Mudbud, you're up.
The hit that he dealt me really affected me. Also, I'm assuming he's the one telling us these secrets?
Yes. He's
And that
reaching.
just fucking pissed me off. And I lose it. And it's like it's almost like you're passing out, and it's just tunnel vision just suddenly just happens, but it's all red. And I whip out Deathmonger and I give it a kiss, and I'm just like, time to fuck shit up, baby. And I just go full rage.
Excellent.
And I just full blast, full attack right at the
All right,
Nothic.
roll that d20.
Come on, baby. Come on. 20.
Oh, perfect!
Perfect!
Yes, natural 20.
So it's and then plus 5.
Oh my god!
So
All
you
right.
do
get-
max
No.
damage.
So you hit.
no,
You
it's
get
different.
double damage.
Yeah.
So 2d12s.
All
Sixteen
right.
Mighty
16
16
damage.
Fucking dirty hit.
Yeah, that was a dirty hit.
Praise your majesty.
The creature snarls in pain and shock at the enraged
Damn right.
enraged barbarian. It realizes that perhaps it made a mistake. All right, Quinny.
I'm going to run up behind him with the sword for flanking. That
Right.
gives me advantage.
Sure does.
Swell. So 9.
You fail
His
to hit
armor
him.
class.
He's-
Well, I'm behind him now. I guess I'll use my cunning action to hide.
Roll a stealth check.
That's 22.
Okay, so I think hiding will mostly be
I'm mostly going to be like running between two grown men's legs.
legit.
Yeah, and
Cool,
I'm,
okay.
I'm just trying to hit him with a hammer,
Yeah.
so he's not looking down.
I was trying to break his concentration on you too. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay.
Right.
It's working. It's fine.
So there's a lot of yelling going on. There's a lot of combat going on, and at the southwest corner,
oh, we're making a ruckus.
Well, the sleeping people.
they ain't sleeping no more.
And I just yelled at everybody else. I'm like, maybe they'll take us hostage.
At the corner, two
Just keep hitting them with acid
bugbears
splash.
Oh,
Should be
no.
Dexterity.
stomp into the room with a very scared and submissive-looking goblin kind of like hiding behind their legs. One of them's like, "What the hell is this?" And he like unshoulders his axe.
Mudbud, you really got to just fuck up that knob.
Yeah. Can I know how close he is to death? Or
You're looking at him, maybe?
He's pretty bloody. You fucked him up pretty bad. Which brings us to the Nothic. The Nothic is severely fucked up from all the axing. You can hear in your through your rage in your brain. Perhaps we make a deal, friendship.
Oh my god. Dude, tell him to kill those fucking bugbears.
Tell him to release the dog from the spell, and then we'll talk.
I do not have this power.
That was the wizard.
fucked up.
So its turn is just talking to you and trying to.
It's trying to cut a deal.
Trying to cut a
with an
deal.
insane man.
Tell him that, like, if he turns against his master and helps us, I will let him live. But if not, I will fucking cleave him in half.
Might I eat the master when he's dead?
After I question him.
Deal. The Nothic starts stalking towards where he saw Jarno disappear.
Slips on some ball bearings. Home alone.
Goblin Jr.
Paint cans.
Goblin Jr. is sniffing around the invisible person. He's going to attempt to attack you, but he's at disadvantage because you're invisible. He fails. He leaps and bites, but he misses. And you can tell that there's a fierce struggle going on within Goblin Jr.'s brain. And as you hear a hint of sadness in his snarl.
And I'm still farting that trumpet. Like, brr, 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 brr.
Which brings us to the wizard. So the wizard still has hold of you, so he's just
Yep.
going to keep lightning grasping you. You're going to take 8 points of damage from lightning.
Great.
He says, "If you let me leave, I'll let you live." Which brings us to the bugbears. So the first bugbear sees a raging dwarven barbarian, and he kind of looks to his friend. He looks at you, and he takes the goblin and he says, "Go, Droop!" So the goblin runs at you in the most apologetic way with a dagger in each hand, being like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God." And he fails horribly to hit you. You get the sense that he's only trying as hard as he needs to. The other bugbear will pull out a sword and will start like walking towards you. Butthole, top of the round.
I spit blood into the wizard's face
Great.
and yell, "Moonhammer, heal me!" And light shines down from the heavens, and I cast Cure Wounds on myself. 14
Nice.
health points back.
on.
And then I yell to him, "You thought you could negotiate when you tortured the dog of Moonhammer?"
I don't know who or what a moonhammer is.
Oh, just shut your mouth and die.
Alan, you're up. Two bugbears are
Just
down
remind me.
in the southwest corner. You've got the Nothic, which is currently sprinting towards the hallway. Jarno's in the hallway. You're being attacked by Goblin Jr.
And Goblin
Okay.
Jr.'s starting to struggle. So remember, he fucking hates goblins. Fucking hates them.
I don't have any patience for any of this
shit,
anymore.
okay.
So I've seen how well acid splash worked on goblins in the past. I kiss my ring and just hurl acid at him.
Great. So he has to do a dexterity
Dirty
save.
save, yeah.
He does not.
Hooray!
And then 6.
starts screaming, "Why?" And he's just screaming, "Why?" and running around in circles as the acid starts to eat away his goblin-y flesh. All right.
Your next bugbears.
Mudbud.
Cold as ice.
Mudbud, you've made a new friend of the horrible Nothic.
Okay, so there's a goblin who is currently melting.
Yep.
And there's a bugbear with a sword.
Bugbear with a sword and a bugbear with an axe.
And they're both coming at me?
The one with the sword's coming at you. The one with the axe seems a little hesitant and is kind of waiting for his buddy to take the first hit.
I say, I've heard legends of you, bugbear. I've heard that you are unkillable, but if it bleeds, it can die. and I dive at it full force with Deathmonger. And I go like, drink deep, Deathmonger, drink deep, and I slash at him.
Amazing. So roll your attack, and I assume you're going reckless because it's your first.
Oh yeah, is that
First
20?
attack of this guy. Yep. So roll the 20 twice and take the best one.
5 plus 5. So just
So 10.
5?
Yeah. You're
Oh, so
correct.
10.
Yep.
So I got 10.
10. So that is unfortunately not enough to hit the bugbear, but he knows you're there because you're just in his face swinging an axe.
And your words were real spooky.
Oh yeah.
Drink deep. In fact, I'm going to give you 1 point of inspiration for that.
Oh, thank
you. Quinny, you are behind. You're running between some tall men's
Yeah,
legs.
I'm gonna go for a sneaky stab.
I just go, stab him in the dick.
15,
Yeah, that'll hit.
9 damage. I stab him in the dick.
You stab him squarely in the dick, and he yells, "Ow, my fucking dick!" And he drops to his knees and says, "Please, no more. Between the smell and my dick, please, no more." Which brings us to...
For cunning action, I'm gonna hide again, just in case I need to.
He ducks between my legs, and I like shield him with my bulk, so he doesn't know where these stabs to his dick are coming from.
Great. From behind the two of you at the end of the hall, you hear... And the Nothic comes sprinting down the hallway with its claws out and leaps upon Arno. And he hits...
We need to question Jarno, though.
Listen, you're not here. You don't know this. You're busy with bugbears and yelling inspirational.
Yeah, he just fucking rips Jarno's throat right out. Just right
Oh,
out.
all right.
And I just yell. I just look at him and go, Goblin Jr. would be proud.
Cool. Well, there goes Jarno.
God.
It's always a good sign when the DM says things really mournfully about how this helped his plot. Well,
It's all
Jarno's
good.
dead.
Yeah,
Good.
well, no, there it goes. Fuck. Meanwhile, out in the main hall, Goblin Jr. goes, "Snarf!"
And gave him a little scratch behind the ears.
He doesn't know you're there, so that kind of scares him, but then he licks your hand. Goblin Jr. Now sees the danger of the two bugbears, and he rushes at one of them. Yes. The one with the sword. And he manages to strike the one with the sword, chomps him good, and will deal him 7 points of damage.
Fuck yeah, I love that dog.
Goblin Jr.'s back.
More useful than any of us, as he is consistently proving.
Great. Okay, which leads us to the bugbear with the axe, who now sees a dog. He heard the horrible scream of Jarno getting his throat ripped out, and he's like, "Oh, fuck. The spider doesn't pay me enough for this." So he just throws his axe down and starts walking. He's
Walking
leaving.
where? The
back to
sleeping
bed, I
area?
Yeah, back to the sleeping area. He's just disengaging. He doesn't like this shit.
Okay.
The second bugbear, meanwhile, is engaged in combat and is like, "Fuck you, man! God damn it!" And he's gonna take a swing at you, sir. Swing at
By
Mudbud.
you, sir, yeah, Mudbud.
He'll hit you for 4 points of damage.
But that's half because I'm
Halved.
a rage.
That's sure
So I'm
is.
7. I need to be healed quickly.
And the bugbear says, "Your axe will drink of me, my sword will drink of you. Its name is Bugbear Sword." Yeah!
Your name sucks, bugbear.
My dad named it. It was his dying words.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
It's okay, it's a dumb name. I'll kill you! All right, Butthole, you're up.
All right, so I'm not aware that there's a deal with this Nothic. I am just very unsure of what's going on. So I'm like looking at him, and I've got my warhammer, and I look down at Jarno, and I'm like, "Are we cool?"
Yes, we are cool.
All right, let's go fuck up some bugbears. And then I turn around and walk back out to the area where I'm hearing the fighting. And then when I'm assuming I can see them across the chasm.
Yes, so across the chasm you can see a bugbear fighting Mudbud and Goblin Jr. You can also see one with his back turned walking away. There's also a screaming goblin who's slowly being eaten by
No,
ants.
Most of a goblin.
I'm fine. Honestly, I see that one goblin, and I'm like, great job, Alan. And then I see the bugbear leaving, and I don't give a shit. But I see the bugbear thrown down with Goblin Jr., and like my eyes well up with tears. I'm so happy to see he's back on the side of right. And I raise my warhammer over my head, and I yell, "Blue flame!" And I fart, and it swoops up over my head, and the warhammer sparks with the power of Moonhammer, and it lights the fart on fire, and it's a blue flame, and it swoops over the chasm and goes towards the bugbear.
Great.
So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
He manages to make it.
I have yet to hit anything with this goddamn blue flame. And I yelled, "Okay, Goblin Jr., you got this." Moonhammer blesses both of us differently.
Alan, you're up.
I'm going to run up to this bugbear, and I am going to spray a bunch of poison right in his face.
Sounds about right.
Avoiding Goblin Jr.
So like an
of
aerosol
course.
spray or so
Yeah,
close.
it's basically just
Great.
come right out of
Do
my
it up.
fingers.
So he's gotta roll-
A Constitution saving throw.
He fails that hard.
12 damage.
Ouch.
Yikes.
Nice.
You can see, like, you know, his eyes, his yellowish eyes start turning red as, like, the blood vessels start bursting in them and, like, blood starts dripping out of his nose. And
I
he's
have,
like,
I have a
why?
very sick sense of satisfaction at this.
Yeah, you should. He's pretty fucked up, but he's still standing. Mudbud.
Finish him off, buddy.
So this guy's pretty fucked up, and I feel that Alan can take things from here. So I look at this bugbear that's just kind of walking away.
Sauntering away.
Yeah, just being like, whatever, I'm gonna go back and like hang out with my sleeping friends. And I'm like, where do you think you're going? and I sprint at him like full force. And I still got this backpack on. And so from that, I take 2 javelins. So I'm going to do the old double javelin throw again. And I'm like...
The old.
Yeah, and I'm like...
once.
I'm like, stick
Classic.
around, bugbear. And I double throw my javelins
Great.
at him. And I'm aiming right for his shoulders.
Okay.
So they'll like... So he'll get hit
You
and kind
want
of
to pin
get...
cushion him against a wall?
Yeah. I'm like,
Great.
"Ah!"
Do it up.
No one walks away from Mudbud. I go 15
Yep,
for
that'll hit.
1. 20.
Yeah.
So a natural 20 and 17.
So you definitely hit him both times.
Nice.
So you do 1d6 of damage from the 1 javelin, and then add 5.
Also, I
So
got
you do
10.
And then he gets 2d6.
plus 5.
11.
Damn.
So he does 21 damage
20.
total.
Yep.
Wow.
And he's like, the shit, and is pinned heartily against the wall.
Yeah.
Screaming. Top of the round, Butthole.
Can I get to the thing fighting Alan and Goblin Jr.?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm just going to charge that bugbear that's fighting Goblin Jr. and Alan, and I'm going to take a swing at it two-handed with the warhammer.
Do it up.
And that's 21 total.
That'll hit. D10 plus your strength.
7.
You just fucking rush up. Do you want to yell anything as you do so?
Fuck!
So you cold cock him in the side of the head, and he flies over into the chasm and falls screaming to the ground.
Yeah, good.
To his death.
Fuck that guy.
I lean over the chasm. Hey, you okay?
The goblin screams, "I am not!
I wasn't talking to you.
Droop is having a bad day!" And then he
name
falls
is
over
Droop.
dead.
Hashtag dead droop.
Hashtag dead troop, never forget. So the Nothic kind of comes back out, looks down into the chasm and goes, fresh eats. And then it kind of nods to all of you and like skitters down the wall into the chasm and begins gnawing on the dead bugbear.
I ring my bell to call everyone over to me.
I'm already standing by you. I do like a burr, 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 and Goblin Jr. jumps into my arms and we like hug. We're
everybody
like
dead?
friends again.
You've got the bugbear who's pinned to the wall. I assume you guys sort of tie him up and you sort of leave him in a room for questioning.
I'm like, leave him pinned to the wall. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well, you secure him, you make sure he's not going to get loose. Arno doesn't have too much on him. You get the sense that he fled his study in a pretty quick way. He does have a staff of defense, which is a magic staff. Can be used to cast mage armor.
Tyler just pointed at Laura. It's an audio medium, so that doesn't make sense. But I'm going to take a wild guess that might be ending up with Alan.
Yeah, I will describe the fashion in which I hand it to her. Don't worry.
So Alan gets a cool new staff. As you begin to wander around, you go and check where the sleeping quarters were. You realize you pretty much cleared out the manor that the bugbears were the last creatures floating around. Because you struck a deal with the Nothic, it agrees to kind of leave you alone. You kind of leave it alone. It just asks you for flesh to feast upon. So any corpses
Shit, that's
you
probably
don't
what
want.
happened to the slaves.
Yep, that would make sense.
Can I befriend it?
You're about as close friends with it as you could be. It's still kind of a horrible creature.
It doesn't want to like hang out with me.
It joins the party.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Just hangs out with Mudbud and just goes on adventures. Like wanders around.
I would watch
Hangs
the hell
out.
out of that. Nothics are wizards who kind of looked too deeply into the void and have kind of gone like completely batshit crazy. So as you try and talk to it, it just keeps drawing secrets out of your brain and telling you your own secrets. And that
I
goes-
already know that.
You idiot.
Great. So you guys are kind of palling around.
So we're like the odd couple. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
He's the messy one, and I'm like, yeah.
You're the drunk crazy
Yeah,
one.
and I'm the drunk.
Yeah, you're leaving strewn about bodies all over the apartment again, and my boss is coming over for dinner.
I was gonna say that would make the Nothic the clean one because it just keeps eating the bodies you produce. Why does he always do this? You're secretly afraid your father didn't love you, and then he's like eating a body.
I have to clean up after you all the time. And it's like, yeah.
He didn't even throw me a birthday party this year.
Oh boy.
Wednesdays at 7.
Coming this fall on CBS.
Yeah, Mudbud and the Nothic.
So in Jarno's study, he's got a sturdy, unlocked wooden chest holding the best pickings of the Red Brand's loot over the past 2 months.
Oh,
Oh, we're
jump
on.
on top of
Let's
that.
check that shit
Yeah,
out.
so it contains 180 silver pieces, 130 gold pieces, and a silk pouch containing several gems, which are worth 180 gold.
Can I sleight of hand the pouch of gems before anyone else sees it?
Yeah.
I rolled a 20 for sleight of hand.
You swap a pouch that you carry around with like baubles in it for the pouch. You're like, look, guys, I found a pouch. So just do like a quick sleight of hand swap.
Okay.
So there's still a pouch that you can show them. Like, look what we found. Oh, this is worthless, but yes, you managed to.
Oh, it's wizard garbage.
Speaking of wizard garbage,
Hey.
he also has 2 magic items that he brought with him from Neverwinter. There's a scroll of charm person, which is what he used on a more advanced version on Goblin Jr., and a scroll of fireball.
I'm glad we didn't see that one.
Like the whiskey? Or
Didn't see
what
that.
is
Yes, yes.
Do those have like the spells written on them?
They're one-use versions of the spell.
Oh, okay.
So I'll take the coinage and split that up, and I'm like, okay, so Goblin Jr. sort of a problem on this one, so we're gonna give him a limited share. At the same time, he did really come through on that bugbear back in Allen up, so I'd say we'll give him 10 of the 130, and we'll split the rest of it 4 ways.
Okay.
So 30 apiece and 10 to Goblin Jr. I'm
good.
sorry, we
Works
would have
for
thrown
me.
some at Little Richard, but you left him outside. So, tutti
He's
frutti
flying
on the
around.
Rudy. He's got nothing. So 45 silver apiece. So I dole that out.
Great.
Just say, hey, good haul.
When you're looting through Jarno's study, the two of you who are working on Harper business find a letter written to him.
Oh, what's all this then? I found a letter.
Why don't you read it aloud, Your Majesty?
All right, hold on a second. Lord Albrick, my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Valadin. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can. Kill them to upset our plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you. Don't disappoint me. And there's a black spider picture. That's his signature.
We've heard about the black spider
that
before.
black spider dude you were telling me about.
So Moonhammer, damn it. We knew. He knew we were coming. They knew what was going on, and so the Black Spider is sending them against us. This conspiracy grows deeper.
I like his signature. It's kind of fun. Wish I had a fun signature
Like he
like
could
that.
be a pal of ours.
It's like a picture. Like
Well, I mean, you
it's
could
unique.
just, as someone who has a holy symbol for Moonhammer, which is a butt with a hammer coming out of the
Yes.
butt. I mean, Mudbud, you could just draw a butt.
Just a muddy butt.
dripping
which would
mud.
look like a pooping butt. Maybe that's why you don't do it.
Well,
But I mean, if you
yes.
spread the poop around, it could get confused. Maybe you need to use a specific colored ink. So
You know, this is just something I need to think about.
what if
Like,
you
this
draw
is-
a butt and you put the mud on the bottom and you draw an arrow to it and it says mud, not poop?
You know, let's put a pin in it, and we'll come back. We'll come back.
Yes,
to that.
yeah, I agree, Your
Yeah,
Majesty.
yeah.
I agree.
Good ideas.
And then
like
I bow to him knowingly and take a step back like an embarrassed butler. And Goblin Jr. also bows and takes a step back.
I don't know who's cuter.
So what do you want to do about the bugbear?
We got to question him about what old Jarno was up to.
He must have received some orders from him, I would assume, as a
sure.
lieutenant.
So I'll say, Alan, you're the scariest of us, hands down. That acid thing creeps the hell out of me, Goblin Jr. and Moonhammer. I'm still proud of it. Keep it up. Quinny, do you want to go check out the room where everybody was sleeping and see if there's any gear worth grabbing
Absolutely,
out of there?
I do.
There's one guy I know. He's honest, he's amazing, and he can find anything you're looking for. It's Quinny. All right,
Honest.
Has it
Prince Mudbud. Would you want the honor of questioning the prisoner first?
Oh, definitely. So, Mr. Bugbear, my associate here likes to melt faces. So, I mean...
I ring my bell because I'm still invisible.
Oh, right. Yeah, see, hear that? That's impending face melting. So, I mean, if that's your bag, if you just want your face gone, hey, fine. We can do that. Or... you can answer my questions, and we can negotiate something. What do you say there, Mr. Bear?
So roll me an intimidation check, please.
18.
The bugbear, who is still a little bit in shock that he was double pinned by javelins to the wall, he's like, listen, I'm a big fan of my face. Like, look, I didn't even want to fight you guys, right? Like, I threw down my axe. Like, you all saw that. You all saw that, right? I was trying to be helpful.
I
right?
saw it. I saw a coward. That's what I saw.
Yeah, okay.
And I
well,
say, Moonhammer understands. You know, you're doing well. Maybe I could treat those wounds, but first you must speak to His Majesty.
yeah.
And speak to His Majesty with deference.
Yes, Your Majesty. Yeah.
Vast deference, right?
Yeah, vast deference.
Yeah.
And Goblin Jr.'s like, snarf, because he doesn't fucking like bugbears. You remember Clark, that motherfucker? So I gotta like hold Goblin Jr. back by the crown, and I let him like growl and get right in his face, just a little bit to like intimidate him. I'm like, it's okay, buddy, and then I just let Goblin Jr. go.
There's a lot of death options for you.
Okay.
That's what we're saying.
What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, I want to know what was Jarno doing here exactly? What was his game?
Jarno, that fucking idiot. He saw a chance to try and set himself up as a minor crime lord. He
Minor, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we
Now
agree.
look at him. He's got his throat all ripped out in that awesome Norfolk or whatever the hell you call it, in that pit.
No great loss.
Miss
No great
that guy.
loss. He betrayed the Lord's Alliance and tried to set himself up. He used his connections through the Lord's Alliance to get in touch with my boss, the Black Spider. The Spider agreed to let him have his little fiefdom as long as he would help the Spider in his means. So he sent us to keep an eye on him because he's a fucking idiot. Now he's dead. No, my friend's dead. Maybe I'll be dead too.
So I gesture over to His Majesty, and I get him to like come over so that the bugbear can't hear us. And I go,
Hold on a second.
by the name of Moonhammer, Your Majesty, maybe ask some more questions about this Black Spider character. Because this bugbear said he worked for the Black Spider, not Jarno.
I think I'm following you. Okay.
Perfect. So I wave His Majesty back with a subtle head bow.
Meanwhile, I've just been standing there going, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's even creeping me out, but I'm into it.
I'm going to very nonchalantly kind of walk back over as if I'm not going to talk to him, but then I quickly like veer over to him again, get in his face. It's just like, riddle me this.
And I look over to where I hear Alan's bell ring, and I'm like, that's really ominous. He's good. I've never heard that before.
I heard of a little story a while back of a man called the Black Spider. Have you heard of someone called the Black Spider before?
Yeah, yes, I work for the Black Spider.
Oh, you do?
Yes, he's the one who sent me.
Kaloo Kalay, look at this. Oh, we're all getting along. Well, let me ask you this. Maybe you could tell me where your boss is.
Well, he's a scary guy. Well, not really a guy.
I'm a scary guy. You know what else is scary? Melting faces! Okay, let's get this face melting going on, unless you want to say something.
Fuck.
Maybe we'll melt a foot. How about we melt a foot? Want to melt some feet? You fine with that?
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. Fine. Fuck, I didn't think there was anything scarier than that fucking drow bastard I work for, but turns out it's you. You are scarier.
Oh, yeah.
You people are the real monsters. Mm-hmm. And whatever the fuck the invisible bell is.
I'm not going to tell you. To leave it mysterious.
The bugbear proceeds to tell you that the Black Spider is a dark elf who is trying to find the Wave Echo Cavern so that he can regain the secrets and wealth of the Forge of Spells that was lost long ago. He employed Jarno to kind of help him in this endeavor, mostly by chasing away any adventurers like yourselves who would arrive in the area, as well as just making Phandalin a little too uncomfortable a place to be. Just kind of reduce interest and keep it safe while he continues his search. He's currently holed up in Cragmaw Castle,
We could bring this bugbear out, like arrested, kind of, and turn him over to Sildar.
I turn to Quinny and say, no need for that. For we have regal authority right here.
Oh, okay.
Prince Mudbud.
Me.
You do feel that Sildar would appreciate having a member of the Black Spider's retinue to
I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I'm not used to being on this side of an arrest, so this is weird for me.
Well,
Prince Mudbud, what should we? Should we turn him over to the authorities, or shall you pass sentence right now?
I think that your friend Salazar, or whatever the hell you said his name was, would appreciate a talk with Mr. Bugbear here. And so I shall entrust him to your care. And
Thank you, my lord.
I think I need to report back to the Harpers and tell them of what I have found out.
Did Quinny find anything in the sleeping area?
In the sleeping room, you find a belt pouch containing 33 silver pieces and an eye patch made of black leather set with semi-precious stones that is worth 50. You also find an iron key that unlocks all the doors in the hideout.
So when Quinny comes back, I'm like, hey, did we find anything worth anything in there?
No, sorry.
I'm a trusting guy, but I'm also mildly disbelieving. Would it be insight or perception into seeing whether or not I think that's true?
So, Quinny, you're going to roll a deception check. And Butthole, you're going to roll perception.
22, but he got
I rolled a natural 20. Should I add up my thing as well, or is that...
You don't even need to. Like,
Okay.
you explain in, like, great detail everything you found. You mostly focus on Droop and the tragedy of...
Well, I was going to say, I haven't even asked him yet. So do you know what? I'm just like, that's wrong of me to just mistrust my friend.
I gave you, like, puppy eyes or something?
And he just looks at me, and I look at him, and I go, this is my brother in arms. This was foolish
Put
of
my
me to
hands in my
even have
pockets and
this
I
thought."
rock on my heels.
Who, me?
And I just look at Goblin Jr., and I'm like, I just don't know who's cuter.
Yeah, so you've cleared everything out. You've got the bugbear in shackles. Each of you can take 250 experience.
Baby.
So you return to town. Do you want to go see Sildar first, or do you want to go see Sister Grail first?
I don't know about your opinion, Your Majesty, but I would suggest perhaps we get rid of the live captive who might escape or turn on us first.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, fuck, I tie him up.
Yep.
He's tied up, that motherfucker.
Yeah. Don't worry. We established that he was tied up back in the cave. We're good.
I tie him up again.
Okay, so
Not getting cold clocked again.
you take him to the Townmaster's Hall, which has sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on a board next to the front door is a notice written in common. It reads, Reward, orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within. The notice bears the town seal and an indecipherable signature. The current townmaster is a male human banker named Harbin Wester. He's a fat, pompous old fool. When you come in with a bugbear, he's like, what's this? What? Yeah, Sildar kind of brushes past him. You can see that Sildar set himself up, and he's like, oh, get out of the way, Wester. Oh, a bugbear. Is this one of the red brands?
I walk into the center of the room, and I say, our band, along with His Majesty, Prince Mudbud, and under his glorious regal command, have foiled the Red Hand Brigands. They will not haunt this town again, and we return with the only survivor, this bugbear named Mr. Bear.
I named him that.
Thank you, Prince Mudbud.
The townmaster is suddenly, like, he went from being very scared to being very excited. It was like, oh, yay, you defeated the Red Brands. We were just about to mount up a posse and send it out. Good for you.
Is he wearing any rings?
Yeah, he's got a couple.
I go to shake his hand and be like, hey, man, I'm glad we could help. That's all. I'm glad I could just do my due diligence.
Oh, thank you,
my
friend
due duty
Halfling. Oh, thank you.
as a citizen. 10 plus sleight of hand, 5, 15.
You successfully pocket.
Okay.
And
so
I clap a hand on the mayor's shoulder, and I spin him around, and I say, you are giving thanks to the wrong people. Have you met Prince Mudbud?
Hello.
And then I lean into his ear, because I'm a big guy, and this mayor's pretty small, and I'm like, you should bow to your prince.
And he absolutely does. He's like, of course, Prince Mudbud. Of course. So we're so honored to have you here from
Winchester.
Oh, Winchester. Oh, of course. I know lots about it. Oh, I love Winchester. Never been, but, you know, I've traveled past it.
So I say, Prince, why don't you go entertain yourselves at this townmaster's expense? I'm sure he has at least 5 mugs of mead for you.
Oh, my goodness. If there's one thing that old Mudbutt likes, it's a good fight and 5 jugs of meat.
So the townmaster sends someone to go find ale.
Huzzah!
It's like Uber Eats. He has to just send someone with a jug to go get the jug and come
And
back.
the rest of us turn to Sildar.
So Sildar says, pray tell, friends, what did you find of Jarno? Is he alive?
Nope.
Yeah, about that.
We're like, he is extremely dead. He had a Nothic. Things kind of got out of control. We all almost died. I mean, look, people here are hurting. Look at Prince Mudbud. This guy's had his ass kicked.
Yeah, I'm at 7. Like, whatever that means.
He looks like a third as healthy as he should right now. He looked so much better earlier.
If I didn't get so mad, I'd be dead.
Well, I would have liked to have been able to question him myself and perhaps bring him back to Neverwinter to face the judgment of a higher authority, but nevertheless, I'm glad that you've ended the threat and that we know the fate. It's always tragic when one of our own turns, but we had fear that Jarno might succumb to his darker impulses.
Well, we brought you Mr. Bear, and he seems to know a lot about not only Jarno, but a character referred to as, and I look around the room to see if anybody reacts to this, and I say it like I'm in a 1930s melodrama, and I'm like, the Black Spider!
Dun, dun, dun.
Does anybody give us a surprise?
No.
Of course not.
But Sildar kind of nods and he says, I've heard rumblings of this. I'll have to think on this. But thank you for bringing me this Mr. Bear. And he rewards you 200 gold coins for eliminating the red brand threat.
Nice. And I follow the same principles in that I will take a small percentage for Goblin Jr. at 20, and then we split the rest, which is 180 amongst the four of us.
Following that, you go to check in with Sister Garail. She's very happy to hear that not only were you able to end the red brand threat, but also that you were able to put an end to Jarno. She doesn't care so much about the higher authority. She cares more about getting shit done. She's very impressed with the group and what you've managed to accomplish. She actually asks you if you would be interested in joining the Harpers.
What's it pay?
It depends on the mission.
I'll think about it.
I believe in causes of the right and the just, but I also believe in Moonhammer's divinely assigning me those tasks. If we were to join the Harpers, would that require us to accept any mission, or would you just pass along things to us and we could choose whether or not to be the agents at hand?
All Harpers follow their own path. I run this shrine, but we certainly have a wide-ranging network as Prince Mudbud can attest to.
Oh, yeah.
So no, it means certain missions will come your way. Whether you choose to accept them or not is up to you.
I would be happy to count myself a friend of the Harpers.
Excellent.
Good dental. Really good.
Goblin Jr. looks at Prince Mudbud and goes, snurf, snurf. I say, oh, Goblin Jr. is in as well.
Oh, sure.
And if Butthole wants to be a member, then that must be the human way. So Alan's joining up too.
Amazing.
Well, thank you for helping me accomplish my mission. I need to go back to the Harpers themselves and report this.
And Sister Grail says, actually, I must speak to you about this, Mudbud.
Oh.
It would seem the king, your father, has been assassinated.
But I thought I burned the place down before I left.
You did.
Oh.
And he survived and has been
And then
living in exile.
assassinated? He was alive while I was doing this?
So
I must embark on a mission of vengeance.
and I believe you should do that, King Mudbutt.
Oh, shit.
And I take one of the hammers off of Goblin Jr.'s outfit that he's still wearing because he's awesome. And I quickly take out a chisel and one of the hammers and carve, as I always do, a kind of shittily childlike done version of the symbol of Moonhammer. And I walk up to Prince, now King Mudbutt, and I say, my liege, I'm sorry for your loss, but take this as a gift and remember, the goddess Moonhammer is with you in all of life's hard moments and all of the good ones. You have great strength. May it bring you great flatulence. And I hand it over to him, and then I stand and salute him in like a military style, and then I just start farting that song they play when soldiers are. It's like, burr, 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 burr. And now for the 21 dog salute. Goblin Jr. turns around and farts 21 times.
Snarf.
And then I step back and just leave him to his sadness and solitude.
But I guess I must go back to what remains of the kingdom that I burnt down. And actually, this is slightly ominous. You see, the monster in the pit sent me a message. He said that I was no prince. And I guess that means because I am king.
And so, with his pal Richard in hand.
Oh, hold on. Where's Richard? Let me get my flute out. Hold on.
Richard majestically swoops down.
Richard, you missed everything. God, I mean, we were in a cave, so you wouldn't have been much help. But I mean, like, still.
And so, with Richard in hand, now King Mudbutt walks off into an uncertain future to reclaim the rights of the kingdom he burned down and to use his endless rage to avenge his father.
Through rage comes peace. Through peace comes pieces of my enemies.
And with that, he walks off into the sunset. The rest of you return to the inn.
I was going to say, what time is it?
It's just coming up on dawn.
And I say to the rest of them, like, we're going to be late for that meeting at 10.
And Quinny's already asleep.
And I'm like, oh, you. And then I just hold Goblin Jr. and I'm like, don't you ever do that to me again.
Snarf.
And then I fall asleep cuddling the farting dog.
But that's a story for another night.
The never-ending story.
The Dwarf King is dead, so long live King Mudbud. But what has happened to the other dwarf, Gundren? Can our heroes foil the plans of the evil Black Spider? Will they be late for their meeting in the morning and get easily sidetracked? Listen on to find out. And if you like what you hear, you can follow us at DD&D Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. That's DD Podcast. You can also support the show and further our journey through our Patreon at patreon.com/garbageproductions or visit our website at garbageproductions.net. Not .com. Only a red brand brigand would use a .com. We are garbageproductions.net. But more important than all that, tune in next time for another episode of Dum Dums and Dragons!